We have more breaking news from NFL free agency. Former Vikings running back Latavius Murray has agreed to a deal with the Saints. Adam Schefter reporting a 4-year, $14.4 million contract. He'll be teamed with Alvin Kamara, and this likely spells the end of Mark Ingram's run in New Orleans. They'll go with Latavius Murray and Kamara in that backfield. All right, Tiger heading to the Players' Championship this week. Tiger back in action after missing last week's Arnold Palmer Invitational with some neck problems. He'll be paired with defending champ Webb Simpson and Patrick Reed for the first 2 rounds. He was on the range at TPC Sawgrass yesterday for about 3 hours working on his game. Tiger won this event in 2013, almost cracked the top 10 last year, but otherwise his last 5 appearances have not been that stellar there at Sawgrass. A tie for 69th, a tie for 40th, and he withdrew back in 2011. Also won the event in 2001. We're joined now by ESPN's resident caddy, Michael Collins, live from Sawgrass, where Tiger, I know he spoke with the media earlier this morning. Michael, what is he saying about this neck injury?
Yeah, and watching him out on the golf course, he looked really relaxed, really comfortable. And he had talked to one of the guys from USA Today, Steve DeMeglio, and said the plan was not even to use kinesio tape this week, but says that to start off with and didn't have kinesio tape on today. When it comes to the neck, if you remember, Tiger put a tweet out that talked about when the neck problems started.
It started a little bit at LA, but wasn't a worry. But it started to get a little tighter and tighter and tighter as I played more holes in Mexico. It's not painful now. It was getting to the point where it was affecting my setup, my backswing, my through swing. It was just gradually, getting worse, and that's just because my lower back is fused, and so the stress has to go somewhere if I don't have movement. And so it's very important for me going forward since the surgery is to keep pliable or else the stress is going to go somewhere else.
And as Tiger said, it has to go somewhere else when it starts bothering him. But I can tell you right now, it is not bothering him at all. In fact, during his practice round that he played with Justin Thomas and Trey Mullinax, 2 drives, one on number 11, the par 5, and especially one on the reachable par 4. Tiger reached back and hit drives past those guys. And when he hit the drive on the 12th, he picked up his tee and said, "Get some of that, young kids."
Tiger talking a good game there at Sawgrass. Of course, 2-time winner as a pro. The 25th anniversary, Michael, of his 94 U.S. Amateur win at TPC Sawgrass. So he's got some good times there trying to recreate that magic this weekend.
As long as he doesn't wear that puck.
All right, David, let's talk about the free agency, shall we? The Chiefs, they've done some upgrading. Take a look here with their secondary. Tyrann Mathieu, who leads the NFL with 11 picks since 2013, when lined up at slot corner. So congrats on that grab. Meanwhile, making a deal with the Browns, Sheldon Richardson had 4.5 sacks with the Vikings last season, his most since 2015. And last season, of course, his 16 hits on the quarterback tied his previous 2-season total. So good for you. And in 2013, Anthony Barr and C.J. Mosley were finalists for the Butkus Award. Mosley won the award, and now they'll be teammates for the New York Jets. 2 excellent pickups. Let's talk about those pickups. We're joined by Booger McFarland. Hey, buddy. How are you?
What's going on, champion? How are you?
I'm doing well. Good to see you. Monday Night Football analyst upgrading coast to coast. So it wouldn't be a stretch to call the Jets the early winners of free agency. Thoughts on the signings of Barr and Mosley?
Well, I like the signings. I think what they're doing is upgrading their defense. You have Leonard Williams there already, and I think Anthony Barr, a lot of people are making a lot about he is a off-the-ball linebacker, and now the Jets are going to put him coming off the edge. Well, if you go back to UCLA, that's where he played. He was a rush guy at UCLA. Now, usually in the NFL, you don't try to change guys' position, but I think Anthony Barr is flexible enough from a position standpoint. He can do it. And C.J. Mosley has been one of the better middle linebackers in the National Football League for a long time. So I like what the Jets are doing specifically, defensively. Jamal Adams, Leonard Williams. Now you add these 2 linebackers. But the offensive line still has to be upgraded in New York. So far, the Jets have done a great job.
So far, so good. A clap for Barr. Meanwhile, the Jets are adding pieces, as we just discussed. Defensively, the Ravens have lost a lot. Mosley, of course, along with Eric Whittle, Terrell Suggs, and Zadarius Smith. Should we be concerned about Baltimore's defense?
Not necessarily about the defense, but the team as a whole, because they have to play a certain style. Lamar Jackson is not going to wow you with his arm and accuracy, so they want to play ball control, run the football, the zone read. The quarterback is going to run the football a lot, so therefore you're going to lean on your defense. And anytime you weaken a defense, no Suggs, no Weddle, now I question the formula in which you're going to win with. Can you play ball control? Are you going to open the offense up and allow Lamar Jackson to throw the football? So those pieces moving on defensively concern me. But more importantly, I think if you're Lamar Jackson, you have to take a little bit of the onus on yourself. We got to open the offense up a little bit and score some more points.
Yeah, maybe that's what they're trying to do. Elsewhere in the AFC North, the Browns and Sheldon Richardson after trading for Olivier Vernon last week. So looking ahead with Baltimore and Pittsburgh losing key pieces on both sides of the ball. And I couch this by saying everyone has a chance. But does this give Cleveland an edge when it comes to winning the division?
Well, I don't know if
all the Browns fans are happy with me right now.
Yeah,
by the
I know.
way.
The Browns fans can be happy. And I think there's a lot to be happy about. You bring in Vernon, who's going to rush the passer. We all know what Baker Mayfield did last year as a young rookie quarterback. But anytime you start to stack the division up, I start with the quarterbacks. Just like we do in the AFC East. And we always say, as long as Brady's there, the Patriots are going to win it. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers have the upper hand because they have a Super Bowl winning quarterback in Ben Roethlisberger. Lamar Jackson, we know the first year was really, really good. What's year two going to be like? Baker Mayfield. A lot of times from year one to year two, you make your biggest jump, but also people get a lot of film on you. So I like what Cleveland is doing. I think they have a lot to build off of, but I think we need to pump the brakes a little bit. Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers are still there, and until somebody tells me they're gone, I'm still going to favor them in that division.
It is March. We need things to talk about. I want to tell Cleveland we love them. We got to show them love as well. So, but pump the brakes is what you're saying.
Slow it down a little bit, just a little bit.
A bit on Coast to Coast. Thank you, my friend.
Anytime, Karen.
Le'Veon Bell, known for his patience as a running back, he's having to be patient in free agency now. Adam Schefter on what's going on with number 26. Plus, we expect Zion back on Thursday. A look at his impact heading into the ACC tournament.